Have you ever wondered why your body wakes you up around 2 or 3 in the morning just to go to the bathroom? The first time, you might think it's normal. The second time, it starts to feel annoying. By the third time in one night, you sit silently on your bed and ask yourself, what is really happening to my body? Many men over 60 believe that nighttime urination is simply part of aging. But the truth is, this is your body trying to send you a message. When the prostate becomes more sensitive, when aging hormones become imbalanced, and when the urinary system no longer functions in rhythm, sleep becomes fragile. The good news is, you do not need medication or complicated therapies. Something as simple as choosing the right fruit and eating it at the right time might be the key. In today's journey, I will walk with you to explore fruits that can help restore restful sleep, support male vitality, and allow the prostate to truly rest. Do not skip this, especially if you want to live healthier each day. When we are young, the body works like a well-tuned machine, able to manage water, salt, and hormones smoothly throughout the day and night. But after age 60, our biological rhythm begins to change. The kidneys, which serve as the body's filter, naturally slow down at night to help you rest. However, the irony is that during this time, the bladder becomes more sensitive than ever. Even a small amount of urine, about half a glass, can trigger a strong urge to go. At the same time, the prostate tends to enlarge slightly with age, placing pressure on the urinary tract. This prevents the bladder from fully emptying. As a result, even after a short while, you feel the urge to urinate again. Even though the volume is minimal, this is the main reason why many men wake up multiple times during the night, with their sleep constantly interrupted. But what's more concerning is that every time this happens, it cuts into the process of hormone regeneration. That's because male hormones are primarily produced during deep sleep. A night of broken sleep not only leaves you feeling tired, but it also drains your vitality and reduces your interest in daily life. Over time, this condition can lead to a gradual decline in hormone levels, a disruption in urinary regulation, and a loss of the quiet control that every man hopes to maintain. Understanding this mechanism is the first step toward taking the right action. And one of the key factors often overlooked lies in the types of fruit you eat every day. Fruits have long been seen as nature's gift, providing the body with an abundant source of vitamins and minerals. But for men over 60, something as harmless as a slice of fruit after dinner can silently disrupt sleep and impact urinary health and even male vitality. The reason lies in a little-known factor: the acidity level of different fruits. Some fruits, like oranges, pineapples, or grapes, contain high amounts of citric acid or digestive enzymes. When these substances enter the body, they lower the pH of urine, making the bladder more sensitive, easily irritated, and triggering an urgent need to urinate even when the bladder is not full. When this happens repeatedly throughout the night, sleep becomes fragmented, which then interferes with the natural production of aging-related hormones. These hormones are key to maintaining energy and supporting prostate stability. In addition, some fruits contain high levels of water or natural sugars that ferment in the gut, causing bloating and pressure on the bladder, especially when consumed late in the evening. The digestive system may not have enough time to fully process these compounds. This can lead to discomfort, nighttime urination, and even disruption of the body's hormonal rhythm. On the other hand, there are certain fruits with mild alkalinity, rich in potassium, or containing natural anti-inflammatory compounds. These can help calm the bladder, support the urinary system, and create favorable conditions for deep, restorative sleep. That's why choosing the right fruit at the right time not only helps improve sleep, but also serves as a gentle, natural way to protect your male vitality in the long run. So which fruits are truly suitable for older men? Let's explore 5 easy-to-find, easy-to-eat fruits that can bring noticeable improvements to your sleep and hormonal health. 1. Moderately ripe bananas. For men over the age of 60, bananas are not only easy to digest, but also a valuable gift for urinary health and male vitality. A medium-ripe banana contains up to 400 millions of potassium, an essential mineral that helps relax the smooth muscles of the bladder wall. When the bladder muscles are relaxed and stable, the urge to urinate becomes more accurate, reducing those false alarms in the middle of the night. Bananas also have a mild alkalizing effect, helping to neutralize the acidity in urine, a common factor that irritates the bladder lining in older adults. A study from the National Institute on Aging found that maintaining potassium balance in the diet significantly reduces nighttime urination in the elderly. In addition, bananas support deep sleep by stabilizing the nervous system, creating favorable conditions for the production of male-related hormones during the night, an important time for the body to recover. Bananas should be eaten around 5 p.m. And it is best to choose ones that are just soft enough and not refrigerated. 1 banana a day may seem like a small change, but it can bring big results: more peaceful sleep, a healthier urinary system, and a quiet return of natural energy. 2. Papaya ripe. Papaya is not only gentle on the stomach, but also a powerful ally for older men looking to improve sleep and urinary function. The secret lies in the enzyme papain, a natural compound that supports digestion, softens food, and reduces bloating. After age 60, the digestive system slows down, especially in the evening. Eating a heavy dinner or foods that are hard to digest can cause bloating and intestinal expansion, which then presses on the bladder and triggers frequent urges to urinate. Even when the bladder is not full, a warm slice of papaya, about 150 grams, consumed 1 hour after dinner, can help relieve this pressure. Papaya also has natural alkalinity, which soothes the urine and protects the bladder lining that has become more sensitive with age. A study at Harvard University revealed that reducing pressure from the digestive tract on the bladder can decrease nighttime urination by up to 35%. Choose papayas that are ripe but not too soft. Avoid eating them cold or on an empty stomach, with its mild sweetness and deep benefits. Papaya is an ideal choice to help you sleep better, stabilize urinary function, and naturally restore your vitality as you age. 3. Pears. Pears may seem like a simple fruit, but they carry valuable benefits for older men, with their high fiber content and naturally cooling properties. Pears help promote gentle bowel movements without disturbing digestion. This is especially important, as constipation becomes a common issue after the age of 60, silently putting pressure on the bladder and prostate. When the bowels are backed up, They press against the urinary system, making you feel the urge to urinate frequently, even when the bladder is not full. Pears contain sorbitol, a natural sugar that helps soften stools in a gentle way. When digestion flows smoothly, the bladder is relieved and sleep becomes deeper. Pears also have a mildly alkaline effect and do not irritate the bladder like acidic fruits. A medium pear, eaten around 4 p.m. with the skin if possible, can help you feel lighter and more at ease. According to the Journal of Urology, improving bowel movements can reduce the risk of nighttime urination in older adults by 30 to 40%. One pear a day might be the quiet key to a full night's sleep and long-lasting vitality in old age. 4. Watermelon. Watermelon is one of the most hydrating fruits, made up of over 90% cooling liquid. It also provides lycopene, a powerful antioxidant known to reduce inflammation in the prostate. However, this same quality can become a double-edged sword if you eat it at the wrong time. For men over 60, the kidneys begin to process fluids more slowly in the afternoon and evening. If you eat watermelon late in the day, the water content can build up, forcing the bladder to work overtime and waking you up several times to urinate. Not only is your sleep interrupted, but the body's nighttime hormone production is also cut short, an invisible but serious impact on overall health. Still, watermelon can be a wonderful gift if used properly. Enjoy it before 2 p.m., when your body still has time to digest and release the excess fluids. Just one small bowl, about 150 grams, is enough to provide the benefits without unwanted side effects. Avoid pairing it with milk or other fruits, which can disrupt digestion. A bowl of watermelon on a summer afternoon can help cleanse the body, ease prostate inflammation, and support natural vitality as long as you respect your body's rhythm in later life. 5. Guava is a humble fruit, yet it holds powerful restorative benefits for the urinary system and prostate. A medium-sized guava contains about twice the daily recommended amount of vitamin C. What makes this special is that the vitamin C in guava is much less acidic than that in oranges or pineapples, making it less likely to irritate the bladder. Guava also contains natural anti-inflammatory compounds that help soothe the urinary tract, an area that often becomes tense and sensitive in older men. Another benefit is its fiber content, which improves bowel movements and lowers the risk of constipation, a hidden cause of pressure on the urinary system that can lead to nighttime urination. You should choose guavas that are moderately ripe, not too green, and eat them around 4 p.m. Avoid pairing them with salt or spicy seasonings. If the skin is too tough or difficult to digest, you can peel it to make it easier on the stomach. A study from the American Institute of Endocrinology found that natural sources of vitamin C, such as guava, can help reduce mild inflammation in the prostate and lower the frequency of nighttime urination in men over 65. So, guava is not just a simple afternoon snack, it is a quiet ally that helps you drift into sleep without sudden calls from your bladder. However, alongside the gentle fruits that help the body recover naturally, there are also seemingly harmless fruits that silently stimulate the bladder, disrupt sleep, and disturb the hormonal rhythm of aging, especially when eaten after 4 p.m. These fruits can become troublemakers that wake you up multiple times during the night. Let's take a look at 5 fruits that men over 60 should avoid eating in the evening, in order to protect the urinary system and preserve long-term vitality. 1. Oranges, tangerines, and Mosambi juice. The refreshing sourness and pleasant scent of oranges, tangerines, or Mosambi juice often lead people to believe these are ideal choices after dinner. In reality, citrus fruits contain high levels of citric acid, one of the strongest irritants to the bladder lining. When the pH of urine becomes too low, the urge to urinate rises quickly, often accompanied by a burning sensation, even when the bladder is not yet full. For older adults with sensitive bladders, this can lead to false signals and awakenings in the middle of the night for no real reason. Oranges and tangerines may be beneficial around lunchtime, when the digestive system is still active. But if consumed after 4 p.m., especially in juice form, they can make your sleep more fragile and lead to urinary disturbances and interruptions in the nighttime production of male-related hormones. Pineapple. Pineapple is a sweet and refreshing fruit that many enjoy for its digestive support. However, few people realize that it contains bromelain, a strong digestive enzyme. When pineapple is eaten in the evening, especially after a heavy meal, this enzyme stimulates intestinal movement and creates excessive activity in the abdominal area. This adds pressure to the bladder, making you feel the need to urinate even if it's not truly necessary. Many men over 60 eat a few pieces of pineapple to ease constipation, but end up sacrificing restful sleep and waking up tired the next morning. If you enjoy pineapple, it's best to consume it in the morning or at lunchtime, but strictly avoid it after 4 p.m. if you don't want your bladder to become an unwanted alarm clock during the night. 3. Grapes with their small size, natural sweetness, and ease of eating. Grapes are often chosen as a light evening dessert. However, what many people do not realize is that grapes contain high levels of fructose, a type of sugar that easily ferments in the gut, especially when digestion slows down toward the end of the day. As a result, the gas produced from this fermentation process causes bloating, expansion of the intestines, and unintentional pressure on the bladder. Additionally, grape skins are tough and difficult for older adults to digest, which forces the digestive system to work harder at a time when the body should be winding down. If you truly enjoy grapes, eat them in the morning. Choose fully ripe ones. Peel the skin, and avoid pairing them with yogurt or dairy products. Eating grapes at the wrong time not only causes bloating, but also disrupts deep sleep, the foundation for regenerating age-related hormones each night. 4. Mixed fruit juice. Many people believe that mixed fruit juices made from oranges, lemons, kiwis, or pineapples are a good way to boost vitamins at the end of the day. But the truth is, these juices are high in acid and combine various digestive enzymes that the body struggles to process in the evening. For men over 60, this means the bladder becomes continuously stimulated, even when it is not yet full. A study by the American Urological Association found that consuming acidic fruit juices in the evening can increase the risk of nighttime urination by up to 40%. It is better to choose plain water or warm herbal tea after 4 p.m. by avoiding mixed fruit juices at night. You are giving your bladder a break and allowing your hormones to regenerate naturally during deep sleep. Raw tomatoes. Tomatoes are often used as a fruit in light dinner salads. However, raw tomatoes contain a compound called oxalic acid, which can crystallize in urine and strongly irritate the bladder lining. For individuals with a sensitive prostate or weak bladder, oxalic acid acts like a small spark that causes a frequent and false urge to urinate. In addition, raw tomatoes are often combined with onions, vinegar, or salt in salads, further increasing the acidity in the urinary tract. If you enjoy tomatoes, prepare them cooked in soups, stews, or pair them with boiled carrots instead. Strictly avoid raw tomatoes after 4 p.m. if you are trying to improve your sleep and restore your male vitality in a sustainable way. You might be surprised to learn that something as simple as a pear or a slice of papaya after dinner can begin a natural journey of recovery for your body. No medication, no invasive therapy. Just the right fruit at the right time, and you are giving yourself a priceless gift, a restful night, a day full of energy, a stable urinary system, and, most importantly, the gentle rebuilding of male vitality in later life. Sleep is not just about resting. It is a time when delicate processes take place inside the body. The kidneys recover, the prostate rests, and aging-related hormones are quietly produced again. Every time you sleep deeply, your body begins to heal itself. But when that sleep is interrupted by nighttime urination, the entire process is cut short, and from that broken sleep comes a gradual loss of energy, weakened bladder control, and long-lasting fatigue. The beauty is, you do not need to do anything drastic. A banana at 5 p.m. A cup of warm tea instead of orange juice after dinner. A thoughtful avoidance of raw tomatoes or mixed fruit juices in the evening. These may seem like small actions, but it is exactly these simple choices that lead to meaningful transformation. If you found today's content helpful, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and share the video with your loved ones. We will continue to walk with you in future videos, offering gentle exercises, simple meal plans, and herbal tips to help men over 60 preserve their vitality, urinary health, and precious sleep.